right, so we are live. So tonight, I just want to show you and just put us through a background um, information regarding the Oliver's ecosystem. Now, I like to say that this whole idea started very long time ago, far back as 2020. You understand? So it's not something that just came out of the blues. It's a vision that has been enduring. All right, it's an enduring vision from way back 2020 during the era of Ethereum, right? So many of us were privileged to being a part of this system and earned a lot of Ethereum for ourselves back then. Just as we know it, that businesses are prone to face challenges, but if they are businesses who are visionary and long-term driven, such kind of business will always stand. And that's the proof of what we have right now in Oliver's uh, and Metawhale uh, innovation. So during 2020, when Ethereum gas fee challenge started in the crypto space, it was a general challenge actually. Gas fee challenge happened, and people were not able to really do business so much on the Ethereum blockchain. But the developers noticed this and they transferred the contract of this ecosystem, this business, into um, the Binance Smart Chain network. All right. Now, along the line, there there was a challenge also with the Binance Smart Chain network at that time, and the contract had to be deployed also into a new and fresh um, blockchain, which is the Polygon blockchain. That was when we had the emergence of Metaphors. Right now, it is worthy of note that from inception, those who started with Forsage back then, their accounts that they have signed up with, that they have registered with, they still had those accounts imported into all of those new contracts on those new blockchains. Let's take, for example, you had 1 to 5 levels registered and activated when it was still called Forsage. You still have those 5 levels when it was called Metaphor, right? And even now that it is called Metawhale, you still retain all of the levels that you have bought from far back as 2020. So it's not a situation where you have to start afresh and start doing business. I'm saying this so that you understand that this ecosystem is community concerned. They are community driven. They are not a business that will just leave you to be by your own self, to figure out yourself. That's not the kind of ecosystem we are working with. That's not the kind of developers we are working with. All right. So when metaphors came into the picture, the ecosystem, came in with a whole lot of innovations that was not even part of the old uh, systems that we had from 2020. One of the things that they introduced was the vision that they already have about developing an ecosystem where people can play games to earn, people can interact in the metaverse, people can buy uh, a unique token, they can tokenize the ecosystem, and also grant people the opportunity to engage in purchase of assets in um, their marketplace and also provide an academy for people to learn about blockchain and cryptocurrencies. It's a whole lot that came with the emergence of Metaverse when this system was called Metaverse. All right. But at some point, we had some challenges with some of the people that were working with lead, the lead developer in person of Lado Okotnokov. Some of the guys that were working with him in his team, they got compromised in such a way that they decided to get away with some of the tokens of the ecosystem. So at that point, the token was called Force Coin. So those guys, because they were part of the development team, they acted funny and tried to get away with some of the tokens that were specifically designed for the community. And the lead developer decided that this will never happen. This will never happen. So he intentionally fired the old developers that compromised the, the, the coin, the token, just for their own selfish interest. All right. And he employed new developers, new technologically advanced developers to now uh, work on the vision. So what did they do? They decided to create a new contract for the token. All right. The new contract they created, they now transferred the data of people who have already bought coins when it was called Force Coin. Transferred the contract, all of the information into the new contract. Now, the new token is what we now call the CS token today. So if you bought 20,000 units of Force Coin before those guys try to get away with some of the units, you now have 20,000 units of CES. All right. Now, the developer did it in such a way that any coin that those funny people that try to get away with the coin, any amount of coin that they have, the developers rendered it useless because it is still on the old contract. So they can't dump it on anybody. They can't affect the value of the new contract because, of course, uh, the old contract is no more relevant to what is presently obtainable in the new contract. Do you understand? So we are privileged to an ecosystem that is really concerned about users of the ecosystem. This coin is presently valued at around $6 presently, and it is accessible to anybody who wants to have some bits of it. So here we have the Oliver's ecosystem is the whole idea behind what we are building right now. Now, as the vision became much more ambiguous and much more larger, the developers decided to split this whole idea into two different bodies. So this is why we have Oliver's and then we have Metawhale. They are the same body but functioning in two different ways just to enable easy operation. All right. So that Metawhale will focus on what it takes to help us earn money. And then Oliver's is mainly concerned about the innovation that these guys are building in the world of biohacking, genetics, healthcare, metaverse, and so on and so forth. So Oliver's is dealing with all of that. And then Metawhale at the other end is dealing with everything that concerns our earning potential in the system. Do you understand? So Metawhale is more like the marketing arm of the whole ecosystem. So anybody that wants to interact with the Oliver's ecosystem will have to come in through the Metawhale ecosystem. All right. So right now we have about 2 million participants in the whole system, 2 million people around the world, with about 61,000 people joining the ecosystem every month. Okay. So amongst these 2 million people, they have been able to earn $3.6 billion. $3.6 billion have been earned among these 2 million participants. So you can see that this is a big, a serious system entirely. The very intentional system is not a joke. Something that has earned 2 million people about 3.6 billion naira is not a joke. And this is not money that is stored in a central wallet. These are money that is earned by participants in this ecosystem. Because the way this system is designed is in a peer-to-peer manner of operation. It is about yourself and your business. It is about yourself and whoever it is that you are doing business with. You know, in some certain businesses, when you make sales or when you invite people to be a part of a system, the money that is used to do business in that system is paid into a central wallet or a central bank account. And then from that central wallet, the CEO will now take some money and then reward you with some certain percentage. This is not how it works in this ecosystem. In this ecosystem, you earn 100% commission from your own effort. 100%. Because it is fully decentralized. All right? It is facilitated using smart contracts. That is why it can never crash. It is sustainable because, of course, it's not a system where they are using the money of Peter, some of the money of Peter. But directly. So if you are interacting with someone directly in the business, this system rewards you directly for making sales, for creating awareness. And it's a very smart way to also accumulate the CES token right now. Very soon, probably in few months to come, probably 1 month this time, you'll be able to earn CES token by just interacting with people and bringing them into the business. So instead of accumulating DAI right now, you'll be accumulating CES token. And there's a difference because DAI is a stable coin and CES is an altcoin. And there's a difference. Do you understand? Altcoins become much more valuable when you hold them for some certain number of time. If you get to hold CES token against holding DAI, when they begin to earn CES now, people will begin to know the value of assets in the crypto space because nobody will tell you again to make the same mistake that many of us made far back 2020. In the year 2020, many of us earned multiple units of Ethereum. But what did we do? Because we didn't have enough knowledge that time, we squandered it. Many of us converted it to fiat. We use it to do businesses offline. And in most cases, those businesses sometimes they didn't go as planned. At that time, Ethereum was literally around $100 or $60. Look at what Ethereum is doing. One Ethereum right now is around $1,900. right now. Imagine we knew what we know today, and as we are accumulating Ethereum that time, we are stacking it up. Even if we are going to spend from it, probably we spend maybe 20% or 30% of our earnings that time, and we left the remaining. You can imagine the kind of lifestyle we'll be living, the kind of dreams we would have funded by now. So the same thing is about to repeat itself, guys. I like to say that history is about to repeat itself. If you don't have a lot of money to buy 1,000 units of CES right now, you can engage the tactics and strategy and strategically accumulate this token as you are inviting people to sign up in this system. All right? It is wisdom. Nobody needs to tell us that we need to be intentional in that manner to help our financial life. Do you understand? So I'm going to be showing us right now how we can leverage the tactics and strategy to make a lot of money for ourselves. So that is what I'm going to be showing us tonight. But before I do that, I think I should mention that you also need to plan ahead to own the unique NFT of this ecosystem. That unique NFT is really very important. So what that NFT does for you is that it rewards you monthly because you own that NFT. Okay. To qualify for that NFT, you'll be required to have at least 5 levels on your tactics and strategy. And then the moment uh, the Unite Force is launched, I think that is like the metaverse of this ecosystem. Once it is launched, you'll be required to have some tiers in this Unite Force, in addition to the levels you have on your tactics and strategy. So all of these integrations are still in the development phase. All right. By quarter three, by quarter three of 2025, all of these things will be implemented. As you can see on your screen, there's going to be TNS second iteration. That point is when we'll be able to now earn CES from engaging tactics and strategy. All right. So very soon also the CES token will be listed on centralized exchanges like Binance, top tier exchanges like Bybit and all that. And also very soon we'll have a mempad. There's going to be a mempad on Solana. All right. Where people can interact and launch tokens that are really valuable, mem coins and so on and so forth. There's going to be a mempad on the Solana blockchain. And this will serve as a much more valuable product that attracts people to this ecosystem. So a whole lot is going to happen. And the first thing you need to pay attention to is how to position yourself right now. So how do you position yourself right now in this system to be able to earn a lot for yourself? You have a game plan. Number one is the TNS. Have some level for yourself on the TNS. All right. Have some level activated on your TNS. And how do you do that? What you need to do is download Token Pocket app. Obviously, those of us who are already in the business, you know this. If you are here for the first time, what you need to do is download Token Pocket app, activate some levels, and begin to do business with it. How do you do business with it? That's what I'm about to share with you right here, right now. Okay. So the tactics and strategy has a lot of benefits. All right. It is a unique gamified marketing program. What do I mean by that? A gamified marketing program, it rewards you for growing in the marketing program. It rewards you handsomely. Now, the kind of reward that someone that grows from level 1 to 12 has in the system is different from the kind of reward that someone who just limits themselves to level 3 will have. That's why it's a gamified marketing program. The word gamified typifies, okay, who does better than the other one and how they are rewarded better than the other people. That's what it means in a nutshell. All right. For example, anybody who has up to level 12 in the tax and strategy, they have certain percentage of discount that they get when they engage the marketplace, buy either physical product or virtual products. There is an e-commerce that will be launched or that will be relaunched very soon. It was launched before, and some certain products were listed on that platform. It didn't take up to 24 hours that the limited edition of those products were all purchased. So very soon, it will be relaunched and products will be available for purchase on the e-commerce. And people will be required to use the CES token to buy those products. So you see, that's another use case for the CES token. And then if you have 12 levels on your tax strategy, you'll be given 50% discount. All right. And then if you have lower levels, I think 30%, 20% discount, and so on and so forth will be given to people as much as their levels are in the tax strategy. All right. We have 12 levels, two types of referral gaming program. We have the S6 and the S3. Okay. And the number of 12 level circle can be replaced without restriction. It can be replaced without restriction. Okay. Sorry, I needed to attend to something real quick. All right. So what I was saying is that the earning potential is unlimited. All right. You do not get to a point in the business where you are stuck. Sorry for the noisy feedback. Apologies for the noisy feedback. Okay, so the earning potential is unlimited, just like I said. All right, and the profits that you earn are instantly credited to your wallet. It's not a profit that is stored in a central wallet and then you have to click on withdrawal. All right. In this, the profit is paid directly to your internal wallet, which you are able to withdraw to your Binance and your bank app in Naira immediately. Okay. So the level activation is determined by decentralized autonomous organization. That means you and I, as participants of the ecosystem, we can vote. We have power to vote in this ecosystem. We have authority. We are the co-creator of this ecosystem. Now, there are certain kind of people that are allowed to vote. Those are the people that have a lot of liquidity staked in this ecosystem. You know, in crypto, those who are liquidity provider, those ones are allowed to be a part of the decision-making process of the organization. So it's just a way of allowing participants of any ecosystem to be a part, to be a voice in whatever decision that the developers are making. So we have the opportunity to vote hear our voices and make decisions in the ecosystem. So, for example, the present price of the T&S was decided using a decentralized autonomous organization method. So there was a voting process. So by and by, many of the things that we experience in this system would be influenced by the decision of the users of the ecosystem and not just the developers alone. All right. So this system is integrated with a lot of other products. Just like I mentioned earlier, the TNS is integrated with the NFT. It is also integrated with the CES. It is also integrated with the privilege you have in the e-commerce and so many other things. We have the library, we have the academy, and so on and so forth. All right. So this is a well thought out system. It's not just one of those random opportunities you have online today. It's a well thought out system, guys. So we have two different earning structure. We have the S3 and the S6. On the S3, we have 3 spots. On the S6 rather, we have 6 spots. So the S3 gives you 200% profit per cycle, and your S6 gives you 300% per cycle. Now, here's how it works. On your S3, the first person that comes into the business and falls into this structure, you earn from the person. You earn from the second person also. And then the third person, the money the person is using to sign up in the business is used to reopen this structure for you again. So you can earn over and over again without any limit. So there's no point in the business where you don't have any support to receive new business partners. Do you understand? So that's how it is here. On your S6, you have 6 spots. The first 2 spots, anybody that falls into these first 2 spots, the amount of money they use to activate their levels will be used to compensate other people in the business, either people before you or people that came into the business after you. Do you understand? So sometimes you could be in the business, and then because you have a structure like this that is empty in the first 2 spots, you could earn spillover from anybody in the business. It could be from your team member or from your leader or from anybody in the leadership structure. It could be the person who brought your leader into the business. It could come from anywhere. As long as you have activated that kind of earning structure, you are privileged to earn spillover. It's not an entitlement. It's just something that comes as a privilege because someone else is working hard to build their business. Do you understand? So that's how it works. And this S6 earning system is the reason why I love this business so much, because it portrays a very selfless kind of economy, a selfless kind of ecosystem where other people can benefit and grow because of me. All right. And I can also grow and benefit because of other people. So you see, it's a win-win. All hands are on deck to make the community grow. So this is a very amazing innovation, if you would ask me. All right, just like I said, we have 12 levels. Level 1 and 2 is an S6 matrix. Just as you can see on your screen, they have 6 spots. Level 3, 6, 9, and 12, they are S3 matrix. So level 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 11 are all S6 matrix. And I've explained how all of the matrix system work. Now, another thing I want to explain is auto upgrade. I want to explain auto upgrade so you know how that one also works. Auto upgrade. Okay. Now let's take, for example, you are activated on level 1 or level 1 and 2. So level 1 and 2 are S6 matrix. Now, if in the business you got to a point where you did not activate level 3, but you activate level 1 and 2. It means the system will automatically upgrade you to level 2. Immediately you start earning from, the system will automatically upgrade you to level 3 the moment you begin to earn from your level 2, which means that the system will take 2 earnings from your level 2 to activate level 3 for you automatically, so that you don't need to take your money out of your purse to activate level 3 if you don't want to do that. So the system will begin to detect if you have started earning from your level 2. Just like I said, the first 2 earning is not coming to you. The third, fourth, and fifth earning is coming to you. That means at the end of one cycle, the system will take 2 out of the 3 earnings that you earn here, 2 out of it to activate the next level for you, leaving you with just 1 earning in your first cycle on your S6 matrix. Do you understand? So the last spot here, the last person that comes in here, the money the person is using to activate their business will be used to reopen this whole structure for you again, so that you can begin again from the beginning to start earning again. Now, during the next cycle, after your first cycle, during the next cycle, the system will not take any money out of your system to activate any level 2 for you again, or any level 3 rather for you again. Why? Because you have activated that level once. And once you have activated a particular level once, you don't use any money from your own purse to activate them again. So as soon as you activate level 3, you don't use any other money to reactivate it again. The only time it will be reactivated is when someone comes into that spot during the 6th position here. So the money the person is using to activate the business at this spot is what will be used to reopen this structure for you again, not your own money. Do you understand? So that's how it works. So on your S3, likewise, you earn from the first spot and the second spot. But because your S3 only has 3 spots, the system will take 2 out of the earnings here to open the next level for you. All right? Because the previous level is okay. The next level is always twice as much as the previous level. So there's going to be a need to take 2 payments here to automatically activate the next level for you. That's if you have not yet bought that level. All right? That's if you have not yet bought that level. Okay? So, but there's something you can do. If you don't want the system to be taking money from here to activating the next level for you, you can just decide that you're going to buy those levels up front when you want to start the business. That way, any money that is coming into your structure will reward you directly. It will come to your wallet directly. So instead of the system to take those money and use it to activate the next level for you, it will be your profit, your pure profit in the business. That's how we arrived at earning 300% on your S6, and then on your S3, you earn 200%. Do you understand now? So that's how the business works literally. So what do you need to get yourself started? Let me show you how the cost of each level is. Cost of each level. So level 1 is $10. Level 2 is $18. Level 3, $32.4, and so on and so forth. You get to level 12. So if you're activating, let's say level 1 to 8 right now, what you need to do is just calculate the cost of, sum up the cost of 10 die, 18 die, 32.4, and so on and so forth. You get to level 8, which is 612.2 die. So add it up together. That's the amount of money you will fund your wallet with. All right. So apart from that, you will need to fund your wallet with Polygon, because we are operating this business on the Polygon network. So you need some Polygon token to serve as network fee, network charge. All right. So it's as simple as that. So you can just get back to whoever it is that invited you to the meeting or shared the opportunity with you. They will guide you on how to purchase this die, fund your wallet with it, and activate your levels. All right. I recommend that if you are starting at all, start with at least 5 or 6 levels. It's an advantage to you because nobody knows where spillover can come from. And most times in this business, spillover comes from higher levels. Spillover comes from higher levels. That's my experience. It comes from higher levels than the lower ones. So if you want to actually get so much and use the opportunity for spillover, just get yourself to higher levels in the business and also work intentionally to build your business. Another thing I noticed is that spillovers happen much more faster in a business or in a team that everybody is actually working to grow themselves. All right? Spillover works faster in that kind of environment. So you want to pay attention to that to inform your own efforts to build your business. So what do you need to do right now? Just get back to whoever it is that sent you the meeting link, get their unique referral link, get yourself signed up, and begin to build your business. All right. If you don't know how to teach people the business, invite them to sessions like this. They get to learn, and when they sign up, you earn the money. That's leverage. If you want to make wealth, you don't make wealth by just hard work. You make wealth by leverage, leveraging on other people's knowledge, leveraging on other people's expertise, leveraging on other people's money. That's how the rich people do it. And if you want to be rich, you need to emulate the people who are rich and do the same thing that they are doing. So many people today, they say a lot of things about, oh, I can't talk to people, I can't refer. Coca-Cola, Samsung, big brands, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and many of these big guys that we've mentioned in the world today as wealthy people, they are still marketing, they are still recruiting, they are still building businesses. Yet, some certain persons who do not have as much money as these guys, who are trying to just help themselves out of financial limit, they are the ones who have all the excuses in the world. And I believe that tonight, we don't want to be part of those people. We have to do it different. Do something different. Do it differently tonight. Leverage on mentorship. Learn how the leaders are doing it to attract strangers to this business. You don't necessarily need to beg your village people to do business. There are ways we do these things. So ask your leaders, seek for strategies, invite them over to your location, gather people together, do something to grow the business intentionally. Because everything in your life right now depends on it. All right. One of my mentors used to say that our life problem is money problem. If money can be sorted in anybody's life, they can better focus on other passions. They can comfortably focus on other burdens. And it's true. You can fund dreams. You can do a lot of things when money problem is sorted. So why not learn how to make that money like your mentor? Why not learn how to make that money? If it is difficult for you today, you can learn it to do it better tomorrow. So focus on personal development more than you focus on the money you want to get out of it fast, fast. All right? Focus on yourself more than you focus on your business. The reason why your business will not move ahead is because you yourself, you have not added skill, you have not added value to yourself. So pay attention to yourself more than you pay attention to your business, and you see your business giving you what you deserve. Right. So that is it for tonight, guys. That's what I thought to share with us. But the other link, so the link is already provided on our WhatsApp platforms. If you are here through my invite, you definitely have the link. So the second link for 9 p.m., you can just click on it to join the 9 p.m. session. You'll be hearing from another awesome facilitator, another amazing teacher is going to be teaching by that time. And probably that time you're going to get even much more better insight that will help you get fired up in building your business. Thank you for joining me. My name is Coach Ackman. You can always connect with me on WhatsApp, ask your questions freely, and grow your business. So I'll see you in the next session by 9. Cheers and have a wonderful night.